save that. Let's give this poison to the warrior. Let's keep the bow.
One day conflict. Vengeance will be ours.
Let's heal ourselves. And then let's pick up that herb. And loot the chest, of course. So that's going to be useful. And what scroll is it? Immune to freezing. Okay, maybe not that useful. Let's see. That's worse than the sword we already have. And the journal says, fire, fire, fire! Let's have him pick up the minor healing potion. And there's something more here. Another armor to be sold. And magical armor potion. And one more shell! That's what we like. Pick up the shell. Oh, and loot the corpses. That's an ingredient. What's in the last corpse? Nothing. Let's go through the crates just to make sure. Okay, another potion. That's useful. It's definitely worth going through all the crates, because if there's more potions, I would very much like them. Okay. What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we suffered another orc landing. But judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. So, Santos, I have arrived in Sicily. You're as welcome as a glass of cold milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Arhu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence here in this troubled city. You see, I'm sure... Excuse me for that distraction. You see, I'm sure the source is tangled in the murder of Councillor Jake, but Captain Aureus, commander of the Legion in Sicily, insists on seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Concerning Councillor Jake's murder, why are you convinced sorcery was used? It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that foul magic was at play. Visit the scene of the crime and I'll bet sardines for salad, you'll say the same. You can find it in the King Crab Inn, by the way, the scene of the crime, I mean. The Legion has it under guard. The Urks were dispatched. They were led by a human. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't know quite what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It would be wise not to dismiss such curious event out of hand. What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead? Ah, the undead. Well, they're Sicile's main threat, aren't they? They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now, and for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a very, very pace indeed. Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, searching for them is like searching for a single louse Loose in a lion's mane. From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no sign of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure out what they are doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some fictitious pirate treasure, the fools. Ha! And now let's barter with him. Not him, but her. Let's get some money. Here comes the money. Yeah, that should be just fine. Oh, and there's an identifying glass. We are gonna want that. Yes, that will be useful. Okay. I'll take my leave. I'm glad we have met Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Orius first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Seal. I wish you luck, Hunter. May your enemies prove to be mere mice and you the dauntless Mouser.
Sorcery, sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Orius chap Ahu mentioned?
Let's see, can we actually sell this water barrel? Let's find someone.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her. Gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
And now we can use this
We need more
rain
help or
scroll.
she's lost. We need more help or she's lost.
Yeah! That's great.
Can I help?
Let's barter with here for a moment. 1 gold. Perfect. Ah, Pablo. All hail the rain spirit. That was a fine display of magicianship, it was. Arhu knew that what he was doing bringing in a source hunter, didn't he? How about that burning ship? I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sailings, but you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen. Tell me about yourself. Oh, you know, life in Sicil isn't always easy, but I'm doing my best. Tell me about Sicil. Since the beginning, this has been a particularly favored region of Riron. Even before there was a major settlement here, these cliffs were a special holy site for ancient pagans. It's hard to believe our great city has so easily crumbled. What do you know about the undead plague? Sometimes I forget they're even out there, to be honest. Remember, above all this stay behind the wall. We tell our children. When you've been heeding your own advice for seasons on end, you almost start to forget what the fuss was about in the first place. Better not to though. They're still out there, the dead, and from the looks of it, they'll always be. Can you tell me about the attacks upon the harbor? Sicil survived by Arhu's staff alone, I'll tell you. The Legion did what they could, but without the wizard's help, we Sicilians would be in chains or dead by now. Tell me about the Legion. We're grateful to have them, sure, though that warehouse full of supplies meant only for Legionnaires tends to rub the average deprived Sicilian the wrong way. Can you tell me about the orcs? They come hurtling from the horizon, and their ships were docked at the harbor before our dozing troops could even reach their swords. We're still trying to clear their corpses, theirs and ours, from the beaches. So, what's the latest gossip? We've been wanting for Legionnaire reinforcements for ages now, but there's always some holdup. I'm just ready for things around here to get back to normal. What have you heard about Councillor Jake's murder? A terrible crime. Councillor Jake was a Sicilian himself, born and bred. I'm certain his scheming wife, a foreign one mind you, was involved. And with that, I'll take my leave.
Farewell. Oh, and don't forget the time we got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife. Is that why we never sailed for you?
So, the reason I wanted to take teleport is this. You can teleport chests that are out of reach.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my love.
So now we have the identifying glass. We can. Oh, that's going to be salt, but these are ingredients. So let's identify these. Fireman's old male armor of experience. Armor specialist. Okay, that might be interesting.
Is that 30 still a right use? Yes. Mine is one of the
Oral old male of protection. No, none of these actually interest me. Actually, now let's do the level up before we end the episode. Maybe 1 point in intelligence would be fine. Yeah. Then 1 point in. Let's save so we can get 1 point into pyrokinetic. Lockpicking is fine. Then let's have him take point in strength. Okay, that's just fine, I think. Yeah, that's just fine. Let's wait until we can put another point into single-handed. Oh yeah, this is pretty fun. By depending on your choices in the role-playing moments, you gain some things here, like grades.
Is that 30 still a right use? Yes.
So yeah, that's kind of fun.
Oh, and don't forget the time we got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife. Is that why we never sailed to Ecuador anymore?
Let's see. Let's quickly go and loot these containers here.
That looping legionnaire really thinks that orc eats
from the mainland.
loves
Oh,
it.
nothing news. I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards.
Oh, a
of my
potato. Tater.
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Ferrol's carriage for a joyride?
Oh, knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub.
Let's quickly just go through these last things over here. Okay. And with that, I think this has gone on long enough. So let's quick save and do a save state. And with that, I thank you for watching. Leave your positive and negative comments down below. I'll see you in the next episode. Gunmoo out.